Hey friends, welcome back to another class of Communicative English, wherein we are going to talk about chapter number 1 of Communicative English. And today we are going to talk about business letters. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you have received letter recently, letter by post? Generally, the answer may be I or no, I didn't receive any letter. Why we don't receive the letter? Because of the technology. The technology has transformed the way we used to receive and send letters. These days, we have e-letters, wherein with the help of electronic mail, we send the information to the recipient and also we get the responses from the recipient. But we should understand that writing letters are very important, be it via email or either on the pen and paper. We have to present our ideas. We are presenting our thoughts. So let us understand when we talk about business letters, what is it that we should keep in our mind, particularly when we are pursuing professional courses like BCom or BBA or BCA or BMC. So let us move ahead, let us proceed ahead, and let us understand about business letters. So when I say business letters, don't get confused when you hear it as official letters, sometimes formal letters. So the business letters are also named with the different names, like sometimes it is called as official letters, sometimes it is called as formal letters. But in fact, they are talking all about the letter wherein you're going to get connected with your recipient, so that you can get the fruitful or an answer that you are expecting from him or her. So when we talk about an official letter or a business letter or a formal letter, these are the common things that we should keep in our mind. Whenever we talk about the business letter, the first thing that we mention is from address, the address of the person whosoever is writing the letter. His or her address should be well mentioned on the piece of paper. And please remember, the alignment that we are going to use is left alignment. We do not make it a hodgepodge manner. We always present our ideas and thoughts, and always remember the left alignment. So keep this in your mind that whenever we are talking about writing business letters, it is always the left alignment that has to be there in our mind. When we are going to start writing the letter, the first thing that we are going to write is from address. But wait, are you going to write your address, or are you going to write your name or even the other details when you're writing it on a letterhead? No. The answer is no, because on the letterhead already your name, your contact number, address, or even your email address would be mentioned. So therefore, whenever we are writing any letters on letterhead, I repeat, whenever we are writing any letters on letterhead, we skip from address, we start from to address. All right. So keep this in your mind. You should always remember, whenever you are writing any letter on a plain paper, on a white sheet, then start from address. Otherwise, skip your from address and then start it from to address whenever you are writing it on a letterhead, which includes your address or the contact details or the necessary information by which the other person or the recipient can connect or contact with you. So moving ahead, when we talk about to address, we should write the name of the person first, followed by the name or the proper address of the particular residence. And then PIN codes are very, very important. You should always mention the PIN code, because if there is no PIN code, it is difficult to trace the person or the information that you want to share with the concerned person that may not reach. So therefore, always remember, the address must mention the PIN code. Then comes the date. Many a time you must have seen the date is even mentioned on the right side. Nothing wrong. So you can either write the date on the right hand top corner of the page, or you can mention immediately after the address. Then comes the next subject line. This is very important and very crucial. Most of the time, people often ignore it. Please remember, the punctuation mark that is included over here is colon, all right, not the semicolon. So whenever you are writing the subject, most of the time we write sub and then colon, and then we write the information, that what is it, what is the context, what is it that we want to inform through this particular letter to the recipient. So the subject, the line that you're going to write, under the segment subject, should be in brief. It may not be in complete sentence form, but the phrase that you are using should try to connect the audience with the right information. Say, for example, you are writing a letter to propose your idea. So you should write in the subject line proposal based on what? Based on your thought, based on the price, based on the product, based on the requirement of the client. So what is it that you are presenting? It is a proposal, or it could be a presentation on the launch of new product. So keep this in your mind that we are not going to write the complete sentence that I am going to write, or I'm going to present, or this letter includes the presentation related to the proposal of the proposal of the event or the product launch of a so and so company. So you should always remember that whenever we are writing the subject is always written in a phrase form, and try to pitch the right words, try to use the keywords so that the reader can connect immediately with whatever information you want to share. Then comes salutation. When we talk about salutation, please remember respect is the change the alignment here and there. All right. Followed by the next three important things that you should keep always in your mind. That is, whenever we are talking about using the right complementary clause, these are certain things which you must have used in different letters. Apart from that, thanking you. Don't forget that. So whenever we are talking about our so it's very important and necessary that whenever you are closing, what is it that you are willing to do? What is it that you are expecting from the other person? What is it that you are trying to convey to the other person? That must be there under the conclusion part, followed by thanking you, yours faithfully, yours sincerely. A small suggestion or a tip that you should always remember: apostrophe S is not to be included whenever you are writing yours. YOURS without apostrophe. And if you are just writing your, YOUR, then LY will be excluded whenever we are writing the way that we are going to present our greetings. So, for example, when we talk about our way that we are willing to present our gratitude, that is sincere, honest, thankful, grateful. So, whenever we are talking about the word yours sincerely, this is the right way without apostrophe in the word yours. But if you're just writing your, then it will include only the word sincere, not sincerely. So keep this in your mind that whenever we are talking about using the right complementary clause, these are certain things, these are the certain common tips that you should always keep in your mind. And again, left alignment. So yours sincerely or your sincere. All right. So when we are going to finish off this particular letter, let me help you to understand how do we write this with the help of a small example, or let me show you a small sample of the business letter. So this is an application that is written by a student to his or her principal. You can see the to address followed by the subject, and then the salutation comes, respected sir or ma'am, and then comes the introduction and the purpose. So I would like to bring to your kind attention that my name is so and so, and I'm studying so and so course or in dash semester. My roll number is dash. I'm really very sorry to inform you. Here is the purpose that you are going to convey. So I'm really very sorry to inform you that due to dash reason, I'll not be able to attend class for the next 5 days, 6 days, 2 days, or maybe from so and so date. Considering my situation, I'd request you to understand that I am really very sorry to inform you that due to dash reason, request you to grab. It is always to be rejected, or maybe understand the importance of application. Application is just wherein you are communicating, wherein you are showing your urgency or emergency, and it is left upon the person, on the reader, whether to accept it or to reject it. It is not to be forced upon the person to applying. We have to use the formal letter and the formal way of communication, and at the same time, the language that we should use should be softer. All right. Remember the importance of soft skills in our life. So I request you to grant me leaves for dash days starting from so and so date to so and so. I hope you understand. Then comes the complimentary close, that is thanking you, yours faithfully, and then name. All right, friends, this is the first part of the chapter related to business letters, wherein in our today's class we discussed about the format, and then we identified how do we write a simple application in the given format. All right. In the next classes, we are going to talk a lot about the tips that we should keep in our mind, the different types of letters that we are going to study under the segment business letters. All right. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye, everyone.